What's going on, everybody? I gotta move all this. All my hair is all a mess. What's going on, everybody? We're back for another Let's Talk Jurassic here on a lovely Wednesday night. It's our first live stream of Jurassic June, and I'm sure there's a lot to talk about. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of topics we can discuss. I know a lot of people are probably, and I kind of like, maybe I did come in a little bit like Ben. I just was missing the shirt and the attire, but like, yeah, I'm a little askew. Yeah, usually a lot of people like me to cosplay as Ben, but not happening again tonight. So we are here to talk Jurassic. We're going to talk whatever we want to talk. So today I'm going to leave the floor open as much as I can. I have a few little things that I can talk about or I want to talk about, but I want to leave the floor open to you guys because it is Jurassic June. It is a fan community month. It's a full time for Jurassic fans to just rejoice in everything Jurassic, and I want to discuss what you guys want to discuss. So so first off, let me go ahead and bring up the chat here. Let me actually bring up this real quick. Oh, there we go. And yeah, I want to see who's here, what's going on, how's everybody doing. So give a shout out if you want me to throw you up on the screen there. But all right. So a few people in the beginning talking about Discord and Creative Minds here. Dodgson's here. Jurassic Souls. Let's see. We've got just those few. Lewis is here. Lewis is here. What's going on, Lewis? Let's see. I know Lewis is probably like, yo, let's talk about some canon right now. Cataclysmic Productions is here. How's it going? The Traveling Clat. Hey, Tal is here somewhere around the world. He's in the Philippines, I believe. Thanks for joining, man. That's awesome. Ninja Master is here. Carter, what's going on? Paleoraptor. This is awesome. You guys are awesome. Keep it up. Dinosaur Channel is here. Let's see. Jurassic Souls. Hi. Karen, let's do this. Let's do this. I agree. You're over on Facebook right now watching. So you guys can watch this on YouTube. You can watch it on Facebook and you can watch it on Twitch. So whatever is easiest for you guys. So I try to put it out there for everybody to watch. And yes, Jared, no Ben costume today. Sorry. I guess I forgot again. I forgot, guys. Sorry. You guys are really... Where's the Ben cosplay? What's up? Victoria's here. Hey! Go watch... So if you guys are into live streams, Victoria's doing a live stream now. I believe every week, I think. Fridays. So go check that out. So if you like stuff like this, go check out her channel too. Wait, man, did I turn on the lights in this room? I'm looking at my video and everything looks so dark. What's going on here? I don't know. All right, so what else we got here? We got Siaka's here. It's dinosaur time. I feel like I'm yelling. Am I yelling? Hey, Brandon, how you doing? Hi to you and you alone. Monster Man Alex is here. Sorry, I don't know. I'm probably missing people here, but there's a lot of people talking there. So let's see. Oh, here we go. Jurassic Souls. Uh-oh, kids are yelling. Jurassic Souls, thank you so much for the super chat. It is Jurassic June. Yeah, baby. That's not something I would ever say, but you made me do it, I guess. And it says, let's share a few of our favorite Jurassic memories. Also, Brad, tell us a bit about that Red Rex you got back there. Absolutely iconic. Okay. All right. Thank you so much again for the super chat. It is Jurassic June. And what are we going to talk about? We got share a few of my favorite Jurassic memories. Okay. Let's see. What's a good Jurassic memory that I could share? I don't know if it really qualifies as a memory per se. I'm looking through my desk. Hold on. So this is like, a lot of my memories, stem back to being like, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and those ranges, even maybe a little bit more. But mostly before Jurassic Park 3 is when like I was like, you know, just hugely into the toys and playing with the toys and you know, speaking of that Red Rex. And one thing that I did, which maybe you've seen before, maybe you know of, but one thing I did was I created the Jurassic Park. Oh yeah, my old phone numbers. I was about to hide it, but like, who cares? The Jurassic Park Club. So I was the manager. That was me. I was the manager, and I don't know why, but I have my cousin's. This is like a business card that I made. And it's a magnet. It's a magnet, so it'll, you know, magnetize onto whatever. But so that's my old home phone number. So don't call it. But I don't live there, and I haven't lived there for many, many years. But yeah. So this was this was like a business card that I made for us to just do nothing with. And I look at that. I like used this is I don't know when this was. This was like I had to be like 9 or 10 years old or something like that, making this thing, and I used that like Africa style, I think it's called font and everything. I'm like making like layout choices and everything. So I made a fan club, which was just me and my cousin. So, and I tell a story actually this week on the Jurassic this coming week on the Jurassic Mailbag. So stay tuned. The Jurassic Mailbag typically is the first episode of the month, but this Jurassic June, things are a little bit different. We're going to air the mailbag next week, so stay tuned for that. But I tell a story in that about like a school project I had for Jurassic Park. So if you want more stories like that, listen to that episode. I know a lot of you will. But yeah, I loved playing with the toys when I was a kid, and that's like anytime anybody came over, we were playing with these toys. Let me bring out this guy here, which I definitely mentioned this before, but so here's my Robert Muldoon, right? Actually, and speaking of Robert Muldoon, literally like, oh no, everything's falling. Literally like a day or two ago, I got this guy in the mail. So Robert Muldoon, series 2, I think, or I don't know which one it was, I forget. But this one, I've never had this one before. I've always had this one. But so this one was my original Robert Muldoon, and I'm playing in the basement one day, and like, I think it was my cousin. I think it was my cousin or my friend. I don't know which one it was, but one of them took my Robert Muldoon, and as you can see, his forehead's all kinds of. It's really hard to tell here because of the. It's a little grainy, but yeah, you can see his head is all kinds of flat in comparison to like different head sculpt on this one. But you know, you can see. Anyway, somebody took this and just literally put it down on a treadmill, and it just like buzzed half of his face off. So like, you know, at the time I was mad about it, but like, I'm happy. I'm happy it happened now, because now I have a fun story and, you know, a fun memory attached to that, a Jurassic memory, if you will. So yeah, I think that was, that's pretty good. And of course there's a lot of newer memories and stuff like that. Like, going to a premiere for Fallen Kingdom in New York with Jennifer Evans and Chris Pugh from Jurassic Outpost, and we went out to that, and that was a lot of fun. Got to see the movie a little ahead of time. Going down to Florida to see Jurassic World live tour in person before at like a public, not a public thing, but some sort of private screening. So, you know, doing stuff like that these days is a lot of fun too, but nothing really beats these old memories of just having the toys. And Red Rexy, which is back there, I'm not going to take that off the shelf because there's a lot in the way, but yeah, I don't know, not too much in the way of stories, you know, surrounding that. I mean, it was just, you know, it was the big bad of every time we ever played toys. But my Rex here, which, you know, maybe you've seen it in an old video that I have up on the YouTube channel, but when I, you know, back in the 90s, at some point, it lost both arms, and it had no arms for the longest time. And then at some point, I don't know if it was like 2015, 2016, somewhere in there, but like after like 20 years or so of not having arms, Ted Brothers made me a set of arms, and I was able to put them back on there, and it's complete. Like, it feels fulfilled now. And actually, I think it still works. There is a battery in there. Actually, you know what? Let's just see. Let's just take it out. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Everything's falling. All right, so here, I'll take it out. But yeah, I mean, it's got its fair share of issues. Obviously, there's no battery cover here. Legs got some issues on there. There is, oh man, oh yeah, look at this. John, I don't know why there's like paint on it. Actually, it's just like scraping off. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's from like the wall. So I don't know what that is, but there's like paint on it. So adding to the legacy. But yeah, this leg is all kinds of messed up. And my dad oh my God, back in the 90s or whatever, literally threw a screw into it. There's just a massive screw. I don't know what he screwed it to, but there's also just like a ton of like epoxy in there or something like that. I don't know those things, but he just put it back together and just now, look at that. You hear it? Still works. From 1993. You try pulling out one of those Jurassic World Hasbro toys, see if that thing works. No, none of them do. Now, obviously, it's not the same battery, but this thing does not work, though. There used to be you can feel it like over here, I believe, but it does not roar at all anymore. But man, this thing is the best. It's still the best. Everything about it is awesome. I love it so much. I have I have like a bunch of T-Rex just laying around right now. And this is my newest favorite one, I think. The Bite and Fight T-Rex. And yes, I mean, yeah, I think this one ultimately looks better as a Jurassic T-Rex, but like, you can't beat this thing. You can't beat this. So it's just the best. It's so good. And like this, being able to just do stuff like this and just smash things around and throw them around, I don't care. It's awesome. And these arms look fantastic. He did an incredible job with these. So it's so good. It's so good. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I'm just gonna put it back over here, I guess. Everything's falling off the shelf. All for you. Thank you. Thank you, Jurassic Souls. All right, let me go back up here. I scrolled way too far again. Forgot. Yeah, I definitely forgot to wear my Ben attire. What's Jurassic June? So Jurassic June basically is like I said at the top, it's basically just a month-long fan celebration for all things Jurassic. At this time of the year, everybody is releasing projects. People are submitting like daily posts about dinosaurs, whether it's like a dinosaur a day or, drawing a dinosaur a day or, I know a lot of like, I think Neems is posting like a bunch of different posters every day. And just all these artists out there just creating stuff left and right. And it's really cool to see. I've seen a lot of people just do like every day a Jurassic t-shirt. I failed. I have not done that, obviously. I don't even think I have that many. I just have like a few. So it's a fun time to do that. And plus, hopefully with fingers crossed, we get some official stuff. It seems like maybe that might be the case. And June is just, it's very Jurassic. It's when most of the films have been released. Jurassic World Dominion was planning on being released in just a few days. And then it had to get moved. It's okay. It's all good. We got a year. We'll survive. So June is just like the best time for Jurassic fans. So Jurassic June is going to be amazing. I agree. So Blake here, I believe this is the Blake that sent in a voicemail last night, which I am not going to spoil. I am not going to spoil that. And Blake, I think that was you, right? Yeah, I have it written down here, Blake. Okay. Don't spoil it, because there was a voicemail from Blake for the mailbag, which came in literally right before we were about to record. And for a second, we thought about picking up while we were recording or while we were sitting there. And Blake really threw us for a loop and came out with like a really fun theory for Jurassic World Dominion. So if anybody's been listening to the podcast or these live streams, you guys know I have a really fun theory. I think it's fun, at least, for Jurassic World Dominion's opening. I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to say much about it. I'm not going to say anything about it because I want you to experience like the moment when we kind of came up with this new theory and used Blake's information in his theory. But there are some fun ties, I think, that could change the way you look at Jurassic Park. And it's going to be awesome. So please, next week, on next Monday, whatever day that is, I have no idea at this point. I'm so lost. Whatever day that is, make sure to tune into the Jurassic Mailbag. It's literally like the last thing you're going to hear on that episode, and it is so good. I think the theory is amazing, and if they do that, it's going to be incredible. And it'll either blow people away or everybody's going to hate it. So I actually want them to do it because I think it's an amazing theory. So shout out to Blake for calling in to the mailbag. If you guys want to call into the mailbag, by the way, you can do that. You can just call our voicemail line. It's 732-825-7763. Or you could send us an email to JurassicParkPod@gmail.com. And you can send us a voice memo there or just a written email. And of course, we do have a contact us page like on our website. All right, so let's keep going here. I want to get through just a few more things before we actually get into some discussions. And no, we will not. I don't think we're going to spoil season 3. We did a full like spoiler thing last week, so we'll try not to get too deep into Camp Cretaceous this week. Oh, man, Paleoraptor, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's amazing. Yeah. Oh, man. It says, I cannot wait for Jurassic June, for what Jurassic June has in store for us, and cannot wait for the rest of the Amber Collection. Yeah. So the Amber Collection, I think, was one of our topics last week as well. And there's so much great stuff in store for us with the Amber Collection. Hopefully everything is looking good. Even when it doesn't look totally great, I'm still down for it. I think I ultimately like it better than. It's hard to say, but I think I ultimately like the Amber Collection line better than the main line humans. It's hard, and I know a little blasphemous, I guess you could say. But I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of like 3 3/4 inch figures. They're just so small. I have one here, but this guy's so tiny. He's so tiny. And I like it. I mean, I think there's a lot of great detail in there, but look, I can't even hold it. It's falling out of my hands. It's so small. But it's great. It's great. I don't know. I'm just I'm just a 90s kid, so I'm attached to this. And I know that's a 90s kid is not saying much because this existed, 3 3/4 inch figures. But I loved this size when I was a kid. So having this tiny thing, it's like his child. And it's just, it's weird to me. So I'm still not totally into it. But I really do love the Amber Collection line, despite the obvious flaws and stuff like that. Dennis Nedry looks great, I think, in the Amber Collection. Some don't. Ray Arnold, Ian Malcolm, they look fine. Ray Arnold looks fine, just doesn't look like Ray Arnold. Same with Ian Malcolm. But, a lot of the figures do look pretty good, and I think the dinosaurs look good. There's a lot of repetitive stuff out there, and I know a lot of people complain about the raptors not being all this, or being all the same sculpt and everything, but it never really bothered me too much until the Tiger Raptor. But I love the Amber Collection. I think it's a lot of fun. So thank you, Paleoraptor. If you have anything else you want me to discuss, throw it out there. Yeah, and Lewis got it right. It's kind of a celebrity party for dinosaur fans and Jurassic fans. Watching from Ireland. That's amazing. I love Ireland. Man, I went there. It seems like a lifetime ago now. It was literally September of 2019, and a few months before the pandemic. And it was amazing. It was just the best trip ever. Just like the best country. I love that place. It's so good. I would move there if I could. It's amazing. So keep it up. Keep it up, Ireland. Keep doing you. Yeah, look, I know you would have joined that club. Maybe I'll have to make you a magnet. Oh, I'm so mad I didn't bring any of my merch down here. That's a good job. What are you talking about? Real Phil Mark Degler? What? Why? Why? I don't get it. I don't want that. But Real Feel on the T-Rex is amazing. Love the business card. Yeah, I mean, it was the fun thing. Nothing was ever going to come from it. It was just like, it was just thing for, me and my cousin, and I probably would have expanded from there. But like back in the 90s, you didn't really know there was like fans of Jurassic, like I didn't really know anybody. There was one kid in my second grade, yeah, who dressed up like Alan Grant for Halloween. And I remember that. And I also dressed up as Alan Grant. And we were like comparing our oh man, I forgot. I got a text. Hold on. Comparing our costumes. But I got the monitors up for the kids. Yeah, so back in the 90s, you just didn't know anybody else out there that was a Jurassic fan. At least I never did. I never had a community of people. I wasn't on forums until a lot later. So yeah, by the time the internet came around and we all started like realizing there's more people out there, it was just like myself and like my cousin and my sister, and that was it. Nobody else cared about Jurassic in my eyes. I literally just had some. I'm good. I had some before. But thanks if you're offering it. Anybody else want any? There's like a National Dinosaur Day every month. It's super annoying, to be honest. There was literally one last month. Sorry, I'm still going through your comments here. We'll get back to the conversation here in a second. All right, wait, where am I going? I'm going to go here. You're welcome. Okay, Lukens has one arm, the T-Rex, I'm assuming, right? Unless you, but I think it's just the one arm. And Something Fox wants to recommend me to the friends to get me verified. Do so, I guess. What friends? Do you have friends in high places? Yeah, he got friends in high places. Monster Man Alex. All right, so let's take the conversation in a different direction here. So Monster Man Alex just bought a JP Podcast pin for my Lost World denim vest and a t-shirt. You should too. We need to support our podcast. Okay, we don't need to, but we should. Yeah, you don't need to. It's not honestly, and let me bring it up here, but all right, so add to the stream. So here we go. So this is our website, JurassicParkPodcast.com, and we just released a bunch of merch, and not a bunch, but just, some things. So a friend of ours, friend of the podcast, and somebody who's joined the podcast, Mike Spires, which you can see his name right there. I don't know. Can you see the mouse? But he is on this week's episode. So go listen to my chat inside the visitor center with Mike Spires. And he is an artist. He created this artwork that you see there in that image, the card there for the episode. And also on the side, he basically created this new artwork / logo, which you can see right here with the Velociraptor. It's like a Lost World raptor. That's what I asked for. I was like, you know what, Mike, can you get me a Lost World raptor on like that orange background and just make it stepping on a microphone? I feel like that's enough to tie it into the podcast. And then, just title it too. Just give me something that looks cool for the title, because I wanted something different, something that we could put on a store, use for branding here all over the place. We're still transitioning it over. It's going to take a while. We're not going to fully go from old to new and stuff like that. We're going to take our time and get there eventually. But I did want a new aesthetic for merch and stuff like that. So if anybody wanted to, they could pick up stuff. You don't have to. But to be honest, and I said it in like this week's episode, it was mostly like a selfish endeavor where I was like, you know what? I want this. I want this stuff for myself so I could get a shirt. I can get, pins and stickers, because I've never had these things for the podcast. I've never been able to make anything like that because we haven't had any appropriate images to use for such things. So I asked Mike to make some stuff, and he just made this awesome artwork for us. If you check out excuse me, if you check out his Instagram, Mike Spires Art, over on Instagram or Twitter, you'll see he has a lot of images very similar to this. But so basically I was like, look, you don't have to go crazy. I just want this Velociraptor on a background like you have there and just make it look cool. And he did so. So now we do have like stuff like this you can see on the side here, pins, mugs. And I separated it. I asked him if he could separate everything so we could do, if you don't want the orange background, you could just do the Velociraptor, or you could just do the logo itself, like down here on this mask or that sweatshirt. You could just do the words themselves, or if you wanted it it's not on here for some reason, but there's one without the logo, but just the Velociraptor and the orange background. So there's a lot of options. If you guys want a pillow, you can get yourself a pillow. I just got a bunch of pins today, and actually I can probably bring those up if you just give me a second here. But I unfortunately did not bring any down here, but I do have images of them so you can see. Let's bring it over here, bring up a new tab for you guys, and remind me later. And then here's our Instagram. So we just got these. Oh, come on now. All right, so I can't do that. Let's just blow it up a little bit here. All right, so you should be able to see that, right? Yeah, so you got stickers in the middle right here. And right here is the stickers, and then obviously the pins next to that. So I'm very excited by it. I love the way it looks. I think it looks a lot of fun, and do not feel obligated. The point was not to just like make it go crazy. I don't really care what happens with it. I just want, if you do want to support, please go ahead. But it's mostly like I just wanted some stickers, and I just wanted some pins and all this stuff for myself and for our contributors and the people that are, a part of the show and stuff like that. So please, if you want to, go ahead. We do have like a button up here for the store. So if you want to click on that, it'll showcase a few different items you can click through. But also there is like a link to the full TeePublic's TeePublic page, which you can, see the different designs, and you can choose like literally all kinds of stuff. You guys know how this works. I'm not showing you anything you never heard before, but you can pick from all these different options below. You can get a laptop case, whatever you want to get it on, basically. So that's the fun of it. But I really like this one. I put this one up late. I didn't put it up right away. I was like, oh, I should put that up. I don't know why I didn't put that up to begin with. But if you want some wall art, you can get some wall art. So I'm not going to try to push and pawn this all the time. I just wanted to showcase it here, just so you guys could see it. But we had a lot of fun, going back and forth creating this, and had it behind the scenes for a little bit. And finally, we've been producing some stuff, trying to change over some stuff, and we do have a lot of fun plans in store for it. And I'm just very excited by it all. I'm super excited to have stuff available for people to buy if they do so, want to, if you want to or not. I don't know, but thank you, Alex. Really appreciate it. People have been sending me messages, saying they're getting some stuff or going to, and I really appreciate each and every person. So yeah, that's like the big thing for us this week. We wanted that to come out and drop, the 1st of June. And then also, if you do want to, you can listen to the full interview with the artist who made this. We talk about his history with Jurassic, just how he became a fan. We talk about some Dominion theories, stuff like that. We talk about his artwork. He wrote a book too. Actually, I have it right here. He wrote 2 books, actually. So he wrote this. I don't know if you've seen this floating around before. A to Z Asaurus, and it's really awesome. His artwork is incredible. I have some of his art on my wall. He drew like a little baby brachiosaur for me, and then it's just an awesome book. A to Z, all the different dinosaurs you can find, and it's just incredible. His artwork has always been some of my favorite in the community. So please go support Mike Spires. He's awesome, and listen to him discuss his work and his art and everything in this week's episode. So yeah. All right. So I'll remove that for a second, but all right. Reading your comments, trying to skip around here. Night Raptor, if I do buy merch, I'm buying that sweet hoodie. Oh my God, Emily's maybe gonna get I can't talk. Maybe getting the hoodie. Awesome. Yep, I feel you there. We're all broke from buying this stuff. Lucan's gonna try and get a sticker and a pin. What's up, Steve? Merch. Yeah, and hopefully I'll reveal it in a little bit here, but there might be a fun way for people to get some stuff in the very near future. But man, I skipped ahead pretty far. My bad. I don't know what you're getting at here. Is this like me saying that, like, are you making fun of me saying there are too many dinosaur days, or are you agreeing that there are too many dinosaur days? I know that could come off weird as somebody who does a podcast basically about dinosaurs, but I'm not a big national day fan, to be honest. Like, whoa. I just zoomed in really far. Most of them are kind of silly, but yeah, it's just one of those things that there's so many of these days. It's confusing. Like, why are there multiple different days for dinosaurs? I don't understand. Oh my gosh, I scrolled way too far. So yeah, this is in reference to the mailbag for this coming week. Change the way that you're going to look at Jurassic Park for the better. I think I don't know. I mean, I think it's open to interpretation, and I think it's something that will spark a lot of debate if they do go that route. And it would be pretty amazing. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but I don't know. That's up for you to decide. Now I can't scroll back any farther than that. That's about it. Yes. So I don't know if it should open that way or not. But yeah, I think it definitely... Actually, yeah, I do think it should. I've had 19 different theories for how this movie should open. But that seems to be the most logical, right? Like, you set up something, and we know there's going to be snow in Dominion. So it's the obvious choice is to have it the same thing, like start literally the same way that Jurassic World started, outside of the Indominus egg stuff, but have a foot smashed down and pans out, and it is actually a dinosaur this time. Like, how cool would that be? That would be so awesome. So maybe, because that moment isn't the very beginning, so it is after the intro. So technically, you could still do my intro that I've come up with in my mind, and then smash right into the snow. I think it could work. It could work. It's still out there. It's still possible. Sorry, I didn't freeze. I'm just sitting here reading. Have you been to the Jurassic World ride at Universal Studios? If so, what do you think? No. Neither. Jurassic World in Hollywood, I have not been on that one. Have not been out there yet. And I will be on the new one in Orlando very soon. Very soon. So I am excited about that. Watching from Florida. Hey. Realfield Degler, let's go 2022. It's the year of the Deg. Why? Somebody just needs to make a banner that says 2022, the year of the Deg. Why? That's... I feel like I should just sit here and make it while I'm live streaming. 1992, I was Indiana Jones. 1993, I wore the same thing, and I was Alan. Yeah, basically. I mean, change your shirt up, you're pretty good. Yeah, and pre-internet was hard to fandom. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what did you do? What did people do? I have no idea. I did nothing. I just played in a basement with toys, which is not any different than this, basically. So, yeah. All right, so here we go. Emily, thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, always appreciate it. And you said, when I was younger, I was bullied relentlessly for liking Jurassic Park. Now the internet is a safe haven. Happy Jurassic June. You know, yeah, I don't understand that. I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. I don't know why. Why? Like, I'm trying to come at it from the perspective of somebody who would be bullying about liking Jurassic Park. I have no idea why you would bully somebody about that, because it's awesome. It's dinosaurs. Like, what's not cool about that? What's not fun about that? Dinosaurs and I don't know. You know, I think, you know, as always, it says more about the bullies than it does about the person being bullied, you know? So it's funny how now the internet is a safe haven, but you know, it's become a place where you can go somewhere and just discuss it with people who love it just like you do, and not be ridiculed for that. And I think that's awesome. You know, yes, there's bad portions of the internet, but like the amount of friends you can make and the amount of conversations you can have and just the fun that it brings is pretty awesome. The fact that we can all have a safe place to talk about it. And that's what we try to do with the podcast, is just create a good place for everybody, and fun place for, you know, any person that likes Jurassic Park or doesn't, I guess. You know, if you're going to come in here and bully somebody about it, though, I'm booting you. You're out of here. So if you don't like Jurassic Park, that's fine. But you're going to bully somebody, you gone. So Emily, I hope you're doing good. And I very much appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. Still reading. Mug, love this merchandise. Yeah, it's fun, and with the merch and everything, like I wanted it so in case you wanted podcast specific stuff, you could get it. But if you didn't, you could just get a dinosaur, that looks cool. And and also, Mike Spires, the artist, has a store too, so you can go check out his store, and he has tons of great stuff just like this and more. So yeah, I just liked it because it didn't necessarily have to reflect the podcast if you didn't want it to. But yeah. And all over the park says, "What's your favorite Jurassic Park collectible you have?" I mean, it would be what I pointed out before. It's that Red Rex, right? I'm like waving all over the place, trying to line up my finger. Right there, yeah, it's the Red Rex. It's my favorite thing that I have, really. I don't have anything like. I know a lot of people collect like very, very high end stuff. That's not really my deal. I collect, mostly the cheaper stuff and just toys and stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely my favorite one out of all the stuff that I have. So yeah. Wall art, yeah. They just have so many options that you can like set it up and make whatever you want, basically. Yeah. And Lewis, yes, I did have those on the list for tonight. I did track them down beforehand, so I do have them if we have a chance to get to them. And Blake, yeah, me too. As you can tell, wherever my hand is, right here. Here's some Ghostbusters stuff. I love that old retro stuff that they came out with again. Had a lot of that when I was a kid, and had to get that new-ish Ghostbuster stuff, the Plasma series. Yeah, I love all the Ghostbuster stuff. And I think that movie, the original movie, we watched more than any other movie last year. so yeah. And this year it's been Beetlejuice. That's probably, we've watched that more than anything else at all. So, skipped ahead again. All right, so keep going here. Blake, thank you. Just catching up. Thank you so much. Any watch parties planned for Jurassic June? No. I don't think so. Nothing so far. Nothing that I have planned. I did just see people on Twitter saying that, it would be nice if there were some franchise watch parties again. And, we did those, which is now over a year ago, which is crazy. Back, basically when the pandemic first started, to kind of keep everybody busy and occupied, we did a bunch of watch parties where basically we watched all the movies. We watched Battle at Big Rock. We watched theme park rides and other stuff. We watched like so much stuff everything that we possibly could at the time. That was before Camp Cretaceous, right? I think. Yeah. I don't even remember anymore. It feels like that show's been around forever now because there's so many seasons. But you can go back and watch those ones that we have over on our YouTube channel. They are here. But as far as anything else, I don't know. I was considering giving a rewatch to Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom. So maybe I'll try to get that done sometime soon. Maybe, I don't know if we'll get around for June or not, but the whole middle of the month is kind of a wash for me. So we'll see if we can get that done. And we have some fun stuff for the end of the month. But that would be fun. Yeah. And I have an idea to like kind of watch Jurassic World and Fallen Kingdom through the lens of Camp Cretaceous and see like what kind of conversations we can bring to that discussion. But yeah. And Emily, again, thank you so much. What are you talking about? You said, please no more going back and recycling shots from previous films. We need something fresh and new. Did I say something about that? recycling shots. I'm trying to scroll through and see if anybody mentioned anything about that. I don't see, but recycling shots. So I don't know. I do have my theory that I've talked about, and maybe that's what you're referring to. But for the opening of not Fallen Kingdom, of okay. So you mean the bird thing, probably, right? Yeah, for Dominion. No, it's not necessarily recycling for that Dominion bird stomping, but it's it's a setup. It's a long payoff and a long, basically, plan here, a long game to set up that shot in Jurassic World where it's just a bird, and then have it be a dinosaur now. So it's this nice transition, I think, from an alluding back to Jurassic Park, Jurassic World. I think it's a fun way to open it up again, and obviously it would literally be just a shot of snow and then stamp down with the foot, and then literally the entire situation after that is different, right? So it wouldn't be too much recycling, because at that moment in Jurassic World, the bird stomps down, pans out, and you're at the house, right? So it's very, very quick. And I think the same thing here would be foot stomps down, pans out, and it's just a bunch of dinosaurs in the snow. So it's really, really quick, not necessarily recycling. It's just alluding to and, recalling a moment from Jurassic World. So I would be okay with it. But in terms of my theory as well about the opening of Dominion, there would be kind of recycled moments in a way that you revisit. So I don't know. I mean, I kind of like that stuff. I like seeing references to the past, and I like revisiting places and things like that. So to me, I'm all for that kind of stuff, but I can understand not wanting to see the same kind of thing again. But thank you so much. Mirza says Jurassic World Dominion trailer coming soon, confirmed by Colin Trevorrow. So yeah, I mean, he did say something is coming soon. He didn't confirm the trailer, but Frank Marshall did retweet the article, an article that referenced the article that he was in, which I don't know why Frank always retweets not the original article, but an article that's referencing the original article. I feel like he does that more often than not. So with Frank Marshall retweeting that, the headline was about the trailer, so maybe it leads to the trailer, and I think it's fairly certain that it'll be the trailer no matter what. But it was referring back to this article here, which I do have. So let me go here. Colin Trevorrow on wide open future of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. So I'll skip around here because I know we don't want to go too deep into Camp Cretaceous, but at the end of the article, it does say starts talking about Dominion, and it says with theater resuming in parts of the world, Trevorrow teases there will be some promotional push coming for Dominion, though could not say whether that meant a trailer or something else. And then he went on to say, it's going to be sooner than you think. I can't talk about it just yet, but we've got something planned, something fun planned, and it has everything to do with getting people back into the movie theaters. So I did talk about this in this week's episode. I did reference this in the news portion of the show, but I think it could go a few different ways, right? I mean, they are talking about a promotional push, which could include anything. It could include a trailer, of course. It could include behind the scenes. It could include just a poster or pictures or something like that. So it's not very certain what it is, but the trailer seems likely. But the interesting part about it is Colin saying, we've got something fun planned, and it has everything to do with getting people back into movie theaters. I don't know. Would you say that about a trailer? Maybe. I mean, maybe you would, but I think there might be more to it, right? It kind of sounds like it. And I'm probably really, really getting my hopes up here, but the idea of something fun being planned to get people back into theaters sounds bigger than just a trailer. I mean, sure, they could release a trailer with Fast 9 on June 25th. And, sure, Jurassic fans would also probably go. And if it was an exclusive thing for like the weekend, for opening weekend, that would be interesting, to see like, you can't watch this trailer online. We're not going to upload it until Monday morning. So that would be interesting to, force people out there. You got to go see Fast 9 if you want to see the trailer throughout opening weekend. It will continue playing after opening weekend, but the internet then gets it on Monday or something like that. That could definitely be what they have planned. Excuse me. But I'm getting my hopes up here, but I'm wondering if it's something bigger like Battle at Big Rock. Not that again, but a new one. How cool would that be? If there was like a new Battle at Big Rock, something along those lines. I'm not following the same dinosaurs or anything in particular, but maybe setting up something for Dominion. And that's what Battle at Big Rock did, right? It set up the world that dinosaurs are out there. People are interacting with them now. So that's what that short did. But I could imagine if they did have another one, I could see it setting up a number of things, whether it's, showcasing something with the original trio, or maybe just where different dinosaurs are now at this point, or giving us an introduction to Biosyn. Could be interesting. But I don't know. I have no idea. But my fingers are crossed, very much so, for, something fun, something bigger than just a trailer. Maybe what they do is they release, a new short, a few minutes, 5 to 8 minutes long. At the end of the short is a teaser trailer for Dominion. That could be cool. That could be really cool. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed, but more than likely it's probably just a trailer and some fun marketing or something like that. But when will that happen? Sooner than you think. So, a lot of people would assume June 11th, right? That seems like a plausible idea. June 11th is when Jurassic World Dominion was going to come out. But that has nothing to do with getting people back into theaters, right? That's just, I don't know what's coming out outside of like Fast and Furious at the end of the month. But if Universal wants some synergy, it would be June 25th is when they release their fun stuff. So who knows? But yeah, maybe coming soon. Maybe coming soon. Don't know yet. But let's keep going here. So yeah, Outpost did create a Discord chat, and Dodgson agrees it's a safe haven. There's been a lot of toxic fans online, but it's great now we have a place to talk about some of our opinions freely. Yeah, I haven't, I don't know. I don't use Discord. I did set up an entire Discord for the podcast at one point, like a year ago, probably. I don't know, maybe, I don't know when it was. But I didn't share it or do anything with it. I was just like, you know what? We don't need to do this. It's a lot. It's a lot to work with. And I'm just not good at, I honestly don't have enough time to start another project. So it's like, can I operate this and discuss and do all the other stuff that we do for the podcast? I don't know, but I'm glad that they have one. So now that other people can go there. Muzzamill here went to Great Adventure over the weekend. Did Harley Quinn coaster to start facing my coaster fears and hopefully work towards Velocicoaster. So, got a long way to go from Harley Quinn. That's a fun. I'm actually fairly close to Great Adventure, actually. So, it is my home theme park. So, Harley Quinn, if I remember correctly, is kind of over near the Buccaneer ride, the boat ride, and sort of near Skull Mountain on that end of the park, right near Joker, right? But yeah, that's a fun one. But yeah, you got to work your ways up. So I don't know if you just go directly next to King the Ka at Great Adventure, but that's a big leap from going from Harley Quinn to like King the Ka. But if you can do King the Ka, you can definitely do Velocicoaster, I think. I mean, yes, they're very different beasts altogether, but hey, King the Ka goes a little faster and higher. So give it a shot. Oh, skipped ahead again. All right, here we go. All right, back on track here. Oh, thank you, Rebel Commander. Monday was National Dinosaur. Really? Really? I appreciate the super chat. That is amazing. Thank you so much. You really want my thoughts on National Dinosaur Day? Did you not hear enough of them already? My thoughts on National Dinosaur Day. Don't have so many. Just have one. Have one Dinosaur Day. And let it be in June. You know? Not every other month. So that's my thoughts on National Dinosaur Day. But yeah, there you go. Thank you so much. Let's see. Night Raptor Studios wants to know, where did I get that "When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth" tag in the background? So it's on this side. And where did I get that? That actually came with some sort of pack that you can actually find at Target. It should be there now. So if you go to Target, look in the Jurassic section, there's like a pack with that banner. Plus it has 2 Velociraptors, and it also has Ellie and John Hammond in there, I believe. So you get all those figures and you get that banner. It's certainly worth it, even if you have, you know, these are 2 different Raptors than some of the other ones, the different coloring at least. They sort of try to replicate the original Raptors from the movie, even though we know there's 3 there, but they didn't care. They're just like, here's 2. And it was the first chance you had a chance to get like publicly John Hammond outside of San Diego Comic-Con, I believe. So yeah, go to Target. You can pick it up there. Oh, Steve, thank you. Thank you so much. Just picked up a t-shirt and a magnet. P.S. Dittoing Blake's watch party comment. Maybe like a Friday night watch party. Yeah. All right. You know, I'll see what I can do. Would you guys be good for the Jurassic World and then Fallen Kingdom watch party? Would that be good enough? Because I think it could be fun to kind of tackle it with our eyes trained towards Camp Cretaceous and everything going on there. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. You picked up some stuff and you super chatted over here. That's amazing, dude. Thank you so much. All right, so let's go here. Emily, again, killing it. Please have me on a guest on these live streams so I can immediately answer your questions. Yeah, we'll have to do that. We'll have to do that at some point. That's hilarious. I know sometimes it's just me talking. That's all it is. It's just me talking out loud to myself. But I try to catch up as much as I can on all the comments. But there's like, I feel like hundreds of comments, so it's hard to get through them all. But thank you so much. I'll try to get to them all if I can. Oh no. And here's one. No force on heaven or earth or heaven could get me in a theater to see Fast 9. So let me ask you. And I know you can't respond right away. It'll be several minutes before I catch up and you answer. But what is it? Is it Fast 9 the problem, or is it more of like, you know, a safety thing or something like that? I know the Fast franchise doesn't necessarily jive with the Jurassic fan base, but I love both of those things, so I'm all about them. Yeah. Do I think Darius and Brooklyn will become a couple eventually? No. I would say I feel like things are maybe leaning more towards Kenji in Brooklyn in a way. I think that's maybe where they're going with that. Yeah, I don't necessarily think it would be Darius. I think more her and Darius have like more of like a working relationship where they know how each other works, and they're good at bouncing off of each other. But I don't necessarily see them as like a couple. But I think Kenji and Brooklyn could more so work there. There you go. Your first coaster, Blake. You got to do it. That's a big one. That's a big one. You're not going to warm up to it. You're just going to go straight in on one of the most intense coasters you can find on this planet. Okay. You know, I love coasters. I'm a huge coaster person. I ride as many as I can. You know, we were talking about Great Adventure before. I go on all those, doesn't matter. But like the fact that I have not been on one since, I mean, it's been since January of 2020 was the last time I went to a theme park when I actually rode a coaster. So the fact that I haven't ridden any like outside of January all through 2020 and then halfway through 2021 now, I'm like, whew, hopefully I can still do this. I know I can. It'll be fine. But yeah. All right, so I skipped ahead again. I don't know why the chat always does that to me while I'm scrolling through. All right, so this, let's see, where did it go? All right, so nothing to do with safety. The Fast and Furious franchise is so cringe. Nothing will be as bad as the ride at Universal, but it is dangerously close. All right, so there's a lot to take in here. Yes, I agree. The Fast and Furious franchise is cringe. I mean, that's kind of the point, I think. That's kind of the point. You know, I love those movies, like unironically love those movies, but there is so much in them that is just makes me burst out laughing with how dumb it is and how, you know, out of control it is and how, you know, just like off the wall the choices that they make are. And I love that about that franchise. But yes, I can understand that it's not your thing, but like, to me, that's why I love it so much. I love every cringy thing about it. But the ride at Universal, yeah, it's tough. I mean, I don't hate it. I know it's bad. It is bad. Like, I actually like the ride. The queue is awesome. I think the queue is really good. You get up to the ride itself. I think the first half, I guess, is good because it's very feels like kind of like the Great Movie Ride in a way where you're going through these like very big atmospheres with like bricks and walls and like a cool like settings. But then you get to the screen room and it's just off the wall and really bad. And then it literally just ends and there's like no ending to this ride. It's just over. So yeah, it could use something better, but I don't know, you know, what else can you do, I guess? Jared's not much of a fan either. Don't want to spend money on what might be an expensive ticket only to sit in the theater to watch one trailer and leave. Well, you don't have to leave. You can stay. Let's see. Oh, skipped ahead again. All right, so all right, so there was one thing. Oh no, you have not offended me whatsoever. I understand what the Fast and Furious franchise is. So no offense taken. We were talking about Fast and Furious I was talking specifically about the one in Orlando, but there is a version of it in Hollywood, which is just a screen portion. But yeah, I mean, the ride's kind of fun. I would still go on it no matter what. I think it's fun. It's just, yes, it's not a great ride. All right, so let's talk about one last thing here. So I want to go over to Universal Studios Beijing out in China. It's a new park that's going to be opening up, I think, in July or something like that, maybe. But there's some new pictures, and I want to take a look at them. And look at this. So we're talking about rides again. So this is a Jurassic World section. So there is a Jurassic World Isla Nublar out in Beijing, where it's a full Jurassic World land, and it has an innovation center. It has a full Jurassic World kind of Transformers-y / Spider-Man attraction like you would see in Universal Orlando. So it's got this big, scoop vehicle that you ride in and go through a bunch of Jurassic sequences for Jurassic World. It's got a few different rides and restaurants and things. And this is actually inside the Innovation Center. It's legit. It's amazing. Look at this picture. You've got in the center, so underneath this picture, which you're not seeing, is like a queue. It'll look a little different down below because they need to have a queue line going through this room and through other portions to fit a lot of people on this ride. So it's not going to be just like a wandering around area. I don't think, unless they're doing some sort of virtual queue, which is totally possible, but I don't think so. But that would be actually really cool if they did that. Like there was just a bunch of interactive things like you see downstairs in the Discovery Center in Orlando. That would actually be kind of cool if it was a virtual queue, but I don't think that it is. Who knows? But anyway, that's besides the point. But what you see up here are a bunch of screens. So I guess they can't pull off holograms just yet, but they have screens showcasing dinosaurs and attractions throughout the park, and that is really amazing. And you've got actual windows here that look out to the sky. So this is a fantastic replica of the Innovation Center from Jurassic World. I think it's done really well. You got John Hammond's statue. You got some orange portraits. I don't know if they look like TVs down there. But that is super cool. That is awesome. I can't wait to see what the videos are that are playing. I'm sure they're just like, rolling, video of dinosaurs in Gyrosphere Valley. And actually we're seeing Brachiosaurus, which is pretty cool. That's awesome because we never actually saw them in Jurassic World. Of course, we get them in Camp Cretaceous, but that's really cool to see the gyrosphere there and what the potential is. So let's move on here because probably another portion of this queue is actually a lab that you go through. And here you go. You got some incubators there. Very much looks like something you would see out of like Jurassic World, the exhibition. Maybe not even as themed as that is, to be honest. But still pretty cool. It looks like a legit lab. Going down here, you have this has got to be the entrance here for the queue, and it's actually interesting looking because this is typically what you would enter into the Innovation Center, right? Like that's how it kind of looks. And the ride is called Jurassic World Adventure. So I don't know how you enter in. It's just like you just walk in. Maybe it is a virtual queue. I don't know. That's interesting. You have the time, which would be right here for the attraction. But that looks amazing. It looks huge. It looks massive. That's so good. Down over here, I think this is might be the exit of the ride or somewhere over there where they have a gift store, Jurassic Traders, and this massive Indominus, mosaic, not a mosaic, whatever this is, sculpture thing on the wall. That's super awesome. That is fantastic looking. And there is the gates to the land, Jurassic World, Isla Nublar. But I think that was about it. How cool is that? You got Harry Potter stuff down here. Let's see. I think that was about it, though. Yeah, this is we looked at these a few weeks ago, but there's another portion of the land as well. But how cool is this place? Man, I can't wait to see this in person someday. Gotta go on the Jurassic World adventure. That is awesome. Anyway, very cool. Try to wrap this up in just a minute here. Winding down. I got a lot to do. Prepare. So prepare for some fun stuff throughout the month. But all right, let's go back to the comments, see if there's anything else before we head out. Yeah, Joe, no, we were not talking about before. We were not talking about the Jurassic World ride. We were talking about Fast and Furious. So don't worry. It's all good. Yep, Real Innovation Center. Well, you can go there anytime because it's open. It's pretty much open every day, I believe now. So Velocicoaster has been operating for like the past few weeks during technical rehearsals, soft openings, but basically it's just open now. So the grand opening is basically a technicality at this point. So you can pretty much go and basically expect it to be open. Don't quote me on that, but it has been operating daily. Imagine they show the Jurassic World Dominion trailer on the screen. I don't think they would do that, but would be cool. I imagine that, those screens that we saw here would be, you'll see dinosaur footage roaming around, and then I'm sure at some point Claire will pop up or Owen will pop up and just explain some things. That would be cool, just to see, Claire or BD Wong, as Dr. Wu come up. That's the most likely scenario. But probably not a trailer, I don't think. They don't typically do that in Q videos and stuff like that. What are you saying? The DNA model is from a Jurassic World concept art, I believe. Do you mean this thing? Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yes, it's in China, Beijing. Yeah, actually, I didn't realize that the exhibition, they actually did split it up, it seems like, right? So I wasn't sure. I thought it was just still moving from there from over there to over here. But yeah, it looks like they're operating two. They're going to be operating two for now, right? All right, so let's see. Oh, Monster Man Alex, thank you so much. This isn't relevant, but what's the deal with Never Offline? I'll take a quick answer. I don't know. I was thinking about this the other day. What is the deal with Never Offline? I have no idea. There is no deal. We just don't ever do it anymore. I mean, what did we do? We disappeared for a lot of 2020 and then came back some point, and then just completely stopped again. And we don't even ever talk about it. If you want something similar, Monster Man Alex, I don't know. It's kind of in the same vein, but my other podcast, Grim Grinning Hosts, I don't know if you listen to that, but here's a picture of me right here. That's me. So does it look like me? How do I turn this the right way? Kind of does. But Grim Grinning Hosts, we talk about theme parks, pop culture stuff, all kinds of stuff like that. Go check that out in the meantime. While Never Offline is, unfortunately, offline. So thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, yeah, those nighttime photos. Yeah, I didn't see those. I don't know where those were. I know you had them on your Twitter, right? Let me see. Oh, yeah, here we go. All right, let me bring these up then for everybody. All right, so last thing here. Let's go right back over here. So Lewis showcased some other pictures over on Twitter. Very blurry. But yeah, that's the lagoon. You have the aviary / mountain top, and there's a coaster in there as well over on this side. And then in the middle, you have Hammond's restaurant, very upscale restaurant. And then, I don't know, that's about it. But yeah, that looks awesome. And then there's the entrance, Jurassic World Adventure, very cool looking sign. And then you can sort of make out the vehicle right here. It's got a few people and then some wheels. So it's going to be awesome. I've heard very, very good things about this attraction. Here is a very awesome look at the aviary. Look at how good that looks. See through all that glass up there into the aviary. That logo is just phenomenal. Really, really good. Camp Jurassic is inside there. Very cool. And I think it's like Jurassic Cafe or something over here, I believe, says that. But that looks amazing. That looks really, really good. There's that picture again. But was that it? Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, and look at the coloring here. Didn't see that before on the other picture, but that looks so good. And this looks like the Innovation Center entrance, right, from the movie. Obviously, this thing wasn't there, but looks very similar. Very cool. I love it. But yeah, all right, let's go back. I think we're pretty much done. Just realized you don't follow me. How dare you? Do I not follow you? Oh, well, I'm not logged in on this. I'm not sure if I actually follow you or not, to be honest. But this is not logged in. This is just like a guest profile here on Chrome. So, yeah. Oh, you can't see it. I was looking at it. But, yeah, over here, again, this is the guest profile so that I didn't have a bunch of, tabs and all kinds of things up there. But yeah. But yeah, all right, so that's about it. Also, just remember, please go to our website where you can hear our brand new episode from this week for Mike Spires. You can listen to him, the artist that made this just incredible artwork for us. He talked all about his love for the Jurassic franchise, his artwork, how he creates it. That was on the first episode of Jurassic June here. So go check out that. Also, there is a thing that we're doing, a project that we're putting together later this month, and we are looking for you guys to submit videos of yourself. It doesn't have to be your face or anything like that. You can, film a toy or film something else if you don't want to be on camera. But we are looking for submissions for people to tell us what is one thing that they're looking forward to with Jurassic World Dominion. And it's a project that we're going to be putting all of this stuff together, showcasing it on our channels. So if you want to be a part of it, film, a quick little video with yourself. Just pull up your phone here and just hold it up here. Film yourself. Don't do that. I mean, yes, film it this way. That would definitely be preferable. But more likely, do it that way. So it looks good on the back camera there. But yeah, please send those in. Send those to Jurassic Park Pod. Why is this up? Oh yeah, that's the website. JurassicParkPod@gmail.com. Send those over. Just make it a short video with one thing. I put up two fingers, but one thing that you're looking forward to with Jurassic World Dominion. So we're going to compile everything, make a big video, and it's going to be a fun project. So stay tuned for all the announcements and everything that we have coming up in the future here. But yeah, so yeah, anyway. Sorry, I'm just reading through your comments. So, but anyway, that's about it. So thank you so much once again for another Let's Talk Jurassic. It's been fun. And I don't think, let me check my schedule real quick here. But I don't think we're going to be on air the next 2 weeks. So, we're probably not going to be doing a live stream over the next 2 weeks. So I appreciate everybody coming over here for our first and not only, we'll be back probably on the 23rd and the 30th for some live streams. But I'll see what I can do about a watch party. Maybe we can set something up maybe like the 18th or 25th 5th, or I don't know, somewhere around there. But yeah, we'll set something up with some watch parties. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I think that about does it. So, as always, please stay safe out there. Be kind to everybody. That's the first and foremost thing. Be kind, have fun, stay Jurassic, and have a great Jurassic June. Keep an eye out on all of our social channels and our website for more information. But thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.